Yes, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up with Charms, and I'm back here again after a successful victory over Tottenham. Two Blues on the move again. Obviously, work takes precedent. Till these videos get monetized, you might see a couple of these because money hafi mek. So like that video and do all of that to stop me fucking walking to work while I make these videos. But Chelsea, resounding win over Tottenham yesterday. I say resounding, it probably wasn't as clear cut as I'd have wanted it to be. Obviously they had the disallowed goal, should have been disallowed every day of the week. We'll go into each of these topics, but yeah man, Chelsea just another resounding win against Spurs. That's 4-4 in the league in the last two seasons. That's 4-4 against Ange. He's our little son now. So yeah, you know, he's welcome to Stamford Bridge at any point, unless he's looking for a job in which he can get back in the soup kitchen. But yeah, jokes aside, I think Chelsea played really well yesterday. I think it was just top to toe. It just goes to show how much Nicholas Jackson really does. I mean, you know, I've said it week in, week out, how much I think he's contributed towards the team. But in practice, it just speaks volumes, you know. He doesn't need the goal. It's just the effort he makes. To all the highlights he has where he's just running in behind the players, you know what I mean? And he's always the target, man. He's always that one guy lingering in the box, even for the goal with Enzo. Look where Jackson is. He's standing there waiting for it, calling for it, hand up in the air, asking Palmer, play it. So Palmer spots him, plays the ball in, it comes a bit short, but Enzo's right there. And that's the difference that Nicholas Jackson makes, is the intention of the goal threat makes everything happen. And, you know, say what you want about Cole Palmer and his dip in form recently, and, you know, his lack of ability to not chuck a contribution. I think he just needed someone that's going to fucking put it away, to be totally honest. 39 goal contributions since his last goal contribution. 39 big chances created since his last goal contribution. Stumped it last night as Enzo puts one away on the 40th. And I think that stat says a lot about where Chelsea are at the minute, you know. We've got the creativity, we've got the flair, we've got the players that have all the technical ability. We just need to put it together, and I think that this, you know, this run of 9-8 games now that we have to end the season, it's gonna boil down to this, and this is what me and Dan were saying on Tuesday. How many points are we going to get out of these games? I saw the Tottenham game as a free win, and I think now we've got that win over the line, and we're in a lot better stead. It's just Man United I see as a free win. Ipswich I see as a free win. There's a few others in there, the Liverpools, the Brentfords that will be a bit trickier, you know, the Man Cities and that. But out of all the teams that I've said, you know, the Ipswiches, the United, there's points in there, you know, even the Brentford, there's fucking point in there for sure. If you sort of draw, it's three of them, and I don't see us losing that game by any stretch. I think that game against Spurs has filled me with lots of confidence, and don't get me fucking twisted. It's only Spurs, you know what I mean? It's not like a big deal, but they are a bit of a bogey team for us. They do show up on the odd occasion and beat us when we don't want them to. So it's nice to have that absolutely eliminated, because I feel officially confident that we could beat Spurs any given Sunday, to be totally honest. Let's go into the actual game itself, though. We spoke a little bit about Enzo's goal. Let's talk about fucking Caicedo's. What a hit that was. Obviously, borderline offside in the build-up play. That shit's ruining the game, isn't it? Because that should count, man. How many nearly goals are we going to get? That's the second time Caicedo's had an absolutely outrageous goal, but taken off, chucked off against Spurs. That half volley was absolutely something special, mate. But yeah, the main one that everyone wants to talk about, Bergwall comes off, he's replaced by Papa Mama fucking Sarr, whatever his name is. And he's a good player, but obviously collision with Caicedo leads into the build-up, in the build-up of his goal, fires it from 30 yards, and Robert Sanchez fumbles it. A couple of things I want to talk about here. First of all, is the goal itself. Obviously, I think it goes without saying that the goal shouldn't have stood. It was the clear foul in the build-up. But yeah, I just don't understand what they're looking for in the VAR room, to be honest. why does it take so long for something so obvious to be figured out? I mean, they're supposed to be looking for clear and obvious error, and then they get given exactly that. I'll put you right here, lads. They get exactly that. They get clear and obvious error, and they're too afraid to pull the trigger. It don't make sense to me, and it just makes me feel like, what's the point of wasting time and money on VAR and PGMOL if it's going to be like pulling teeth? The whole idea of virtually assisted refereeing is they assist the referee. So if they're just going to make another decision and like really dissect all the minutiae about it, then they're missing the point. The idea is to take the referee's decision and you have a look if that's correct. And if they've clearly made a mistake, you rescind the decision. That's it. You don't create a new one. You just rescind the old one. And then should a new one needed to be made, we'll do that. But yeah, I think that it's just overruling the game. I think the game was a lot better prior to VAR, even though the point totals, especially for a team like Chelsea, maybe benefited from the use of VAR. I don't really care. I just kind of want my sport back, where people can bag goals, and it's not a problem, because by my own logic, you know, both of those two goals would have stood without a double VAR check, and it would have been 2-1, so it's the same result. But yeah, obviously it's a bit of a pointless argument, because it does definitely do more good than it does bad. But I just get so frustrated when we end up with 12 minutes of added time, and I'm sat there in the 99th minute biting my nails, knowing I've got 3 minutes left to see out against Spurs, and they've built up a shit ton of momentum, and you know, we're in this deep of an added time because of a refereeing decision that was incorrectly made. So yeah, that's just my take on the VAR thing. It just does my head in. Feels like week in, week out. But yeah, bring my old game back. Bon VAR. Spurs look shocking, to be totally honest. They look really leggy. They didn't look like they had much bite of vim or any of those key words. You know, I don't think they had any appeal about them. Ange Postecoglou is fuming, and to be fair, I don't blame him. His team don't play like they want to fucking win anything. Like, maybe they might be relevant to this Europa tin pot shit, but listen, Premier League, who they lost to this season? Ipswich. What's the other one? They got getting relegated. It's a joke. And now they're going to play Southampton next week. And to be honest, with the confidence they got, I think they might lose, bro. Southampton coming off the back of a pretty solid win, and I could see them doing that against Spurs. You know, I really can. Spurs are the type to lose a match like that. 1 second, I think my bus is here. Yeah, my bus is here. 1 second, put you on pause. I'll be right back. Yeah, I got absolutely violated. But listen, you got to get used to it. Yeah, on a real hater cap aside, I don't know where Spurs go from here. I don't know if it's best to sack their manager or wait until the cup's finished. If I was them, I would probably teeing up a new manager with the idea of, you know, if anything goes wrong in Europe, Andrew's gone, because that's the only thing he's got left to play for. He says he wins something every second season. I see it happening, Bush. He's got some big teams to beat, and the way that Tottenham are playing, I don't think they can beat a fucking Bar Normal banana skin. It's going to be definitely difficult. Sorry, I keep looking this way because I don't want my bus to come and do fucking that, blood. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, once again, Spurs shit. They probably should sack Ange, but they won't until they're out of this European tournament. But it's to their own detriment. And listen, I love to see it. I'm here simply analysing the downfall of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and that's okay with me. That's absolutely okay with me. It sits well in my heart. But you know, we don't have any fun beating Fulham. It's only fun beating Tottenham because they're loud. They've got to win stuff to be loud. So they don't have this stupid tin pot European trophy yet. And when we're in it next season, let's nick all their credit. Do it 3 times as easy with, I was going to say half the players, but we've got every single player in every single position better than them back there. They ain't even got a solid team anymore, fam. Who's Heung-min Son? I can't believe I'm saying that. These man managed to make Heung-min Son look bad. It's incredible, fam. Is this me? No, it's not me. Oh, I'm getting calm out here. But yeah. I hate it. Clown on the regular by these buses. Listen, we got to win as many games as we can for the rest of the season. I think Man United's it's got to be a win at this point, especially after beating Spurs. Points to confirm. And yeah, you know, that Brentford game is going to be huge. Obviously, the Ipswich game, I think, has to be a win. But yeah, I think games like that Ipswich game, games like that Brentford game are going to be massive. And to be honest, I think that they're the three keys to victory: is beat those three teams, and we'll be smooth sailing to fourth. I really believe that. And if we get fourth at the end of the season, fucking have it. If Spurs get 16th, fucking have it. Listen, lovely little session. I just figured I'd have to come in and tell you guys my opinion on the Tottenham game. You know, just what another overall resounding win. Great goals. Enzo played fantastically. Caicedo played fantastically. Palmer back on the score sheet. Really happy with Jackson. Sancho could wake up a little bit, and obviously his back line. I can't believe we've gone 11 minutes without singing the praise of Robert Sanchez, because he did do really well. You know, he did have a really good game. So, by the goal that he conceded, which didn't count, I thought he could have done a bit more there. But overall, yeah, I think he had a good game, and it's nice to see Rob in a bit of good form. Very rare back some. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the flippity flip. 2 blue charms, and I am out of here.